Hi guys, my name is Katie Beth Woodruff, and today I wanted to talk to you all a little bit about my business meeting I attended. So after looking it up and not really knowing where to go, I was talking with my mom one night, and she was like, "Katie, why don't you go to a meeting at the church? Because the church has like its business type of thing. Like, as sad as that is to say, the church really is a business, and they talk about things that are very business related." And so I got a hold of my preacher and asked him if I could attend a meeting with our elders, which is what we call like our people who make our formal decisions. And so he allowed me to sit in on a Christian education meeting. So for those that don't know what Christian education is, it basically is a group of I would say older people. That's what our elders are made of, our older people of the church, and they make decisions this group makes decisions on education. So things like Sunday school, they make decisions about young folks, they make decisions about young adults, they make decisions about like the toddler area, things of that nature. So there wasn't a vice president or president or anything like that. The three positions that I had recorded were reporter, recorder, and elders, and I kind of already explained that they're all elders, but there is one elder who takes charge. She is the one who has been in that position the longest. She's been the elder the longest. She's been in the Christian education the longest. Her name's Angela. And then there is a reporter who goes and reports back to our head session where everything gets recorded, and that reporter's name is Christy. And then the recorder is a note taker. Unfortunately, the recorder was not at the meeting I attended, but I'm trying to block this light from y'all, I'm sorry. But she normally is there. She just had something come up. So in the meeting that I attended, they mostly talked about Sunday school. Sunday school is a very hot topic in my church, just because we have Sunday school at 9 o'clock, and that's really early for our middle school and high school age students. So they talked about possibly getting rid of that. They talked about finding replacements for that, and talking about doing different things. The second thing they talked about was children's services for our toddlers, like during Christmas time and things like that. The big one that I thought was super interesting was we just hired a new children's director at my church, and she seems super excited to get all of our little toddlers and cute little babies involved. And so she has them doing the bells, like, I don't know if I did it as a child, the little hand bells that you shake all about, and it sounds so funny, but they're so cute. So they're doing that this Christmas. They've never done that before, so I'm honestly super excited to see that, and I would not have known that was happening if I did not attend this meeting. So I was super excited to get that little inside info. The last thing they talked about was young adults. The young adults would be like 19 to, I believe the cutoff is 25, 26. And that's basically just to keep you involved in the church while you're in college. What they said about that was there was very little young adults in my church. There's very many that go to UTK or go to, I'm trying to think of other surrounding. There's some that go to Pellissippi. Majority of us go to UTK. But all of us have really busy schedules, so it's really hard to get us all in one room for a couple days or whatever it may be. So they were talking about finding new ways to get us involved in the church. That was really interesting to listen to, because I was hearing the adult side of things while also being a young adult. I kind of felt like, well, I would not enjoy that if I was going, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut and just, listen. So it was very interesting to be on that side of things. I had never sat in on a business meeting or a church meeting like this, so it was really cool. I also loved, so they sat at a round table. I love how they took their time talking to each other and taking turns. Like the oldest elder who kind of like sends email reminders and things like that about the church Christian education meetings. She started the meeting with a prayer. Then the reporter reported what happened during the last meeting. So they all kind of like talked about things like that, and they all had different creative ideas, and I loved how they took their time, they listened to each other, they had constructive feedback. I just thought it was very mature to see. I really enjoyed this. I thought it was fun to kind of see the inside behind the scenes of the conversations that my church holds. I definitely, if they will allow me to sit in on another or even be a part of a committee, I definitely would want to do that. So I enjoyed this opportunity, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your semester.